For material costs, what you're supposed to do is quite little stuff. So tell us there right away as an introduction that materials are physical inputs. These or materials are physical inputs used in the production process, used in the production process, and it forms a major element of product cost. And forms a major element of product, what here? Cost. So in terms of material costing, what do they want us to know? They want us to know three key things. They want us to know what we call the stock levels. They want us to appreciate EOQ and the discounts model. And then number three, they want us to know how to valuation of materials using FIFO, LIFO, ETC, weighted average method, ETC. These are the exam requirement areas. And we shall start with the first one, stock levels, of which I would want us to go to the past paper. I hope we have our past papers. How far are we? So we are doing topic number 4, accounting for costs. And the first one is the material costing. Thonditi, I remember you very well. So we go straight, ladies and gentlemen, to our concept of what here? Materials. So now we are doing the first one there, which is the stock levels. And for us to be able to understand what we are talking about, I would want us straight away to look at this question. Do I even have it? We shall overcome. Where is... Yeah, just check August 2024, question number 2C. August 2024, question number 2 cow. August 2024, question number 2C. August 2024, question number 2C. Konya Limited. August 2024. Question number 2C. Question number 2C. Question number 2C. All right. So I hope they've gotten the question paper, ladies and gentlemen, and I will be able to share my screen for the ones who haven't yet gotten. They'll be able to see here. So you're told here, Konya Limited had a weekly minimum and a maximum consumption of material Q at 250 and 750 units, respectively. The reorder quantity as fixed by the company is 3,000 units. The material is received within a period of 4 to what year, somebody? 6 weeks. They want us to do stock leveling. There is no way you can ever do stock level calculations without getting what we call the roll. So the first thing you need to do is to roll. you compute the reorder level. So you start first of all by computing the reorder level. So the first thing you shall do, because they want us to give them stock levels. So step one, give us the reorder level. Reorder level. What we shall be abbreviating as what here? Roll. Roll. Aha, great. So then how do we get this roll? To get this reorder level is very easy. To get this reorder level, you simply remember the concept of maxi sweets. Yeah, that's how you remember them. You are rolling this maxi sweets. Yeah, maxi sweets. The moment you remember that, you will always remember, we roll sweets in our tongues like that. Yeah, maxi sweets. Mwalimu, what do you mean by this? This is very easy. The moment I remember this, I will be able to always recall the formula of getting reorder level, because it will be maximum consumption times maximum reorder period. Reorder period. So anytime they want us to give them the reorder level, we shall always be taking which question? August. Sorry, yeah. Actually, I should have written it somewhere here. So it is August 2024. Question number what year? It's August 2024. Question number 2C, isn't it? Question number 2C. And they want us in this case here to give them, yeah, minimum and the maximum stock levels. But we're saying that the base of this stock leveling is what we call the roll. And whenever they talk of roll, I remember the top switch, maxi switch. This now will be able to guide me. It is maximum consumption times maximum reorder what here, somebody, period. So then please give me the consumption. This examiner has given me the consumption. This examiner has given me the consumption, the number of units we shall be consuming. So are you able to see the consumption? Yeah. So we have minimum and the maximum consumption, 250 to what here, somebody? 250 to 750. How about reorder period? Reorder period. Remember, reorder period is 4 to what here, somebody? 4 to 6. So then out of these information that we have, you, ladies and gentlemen, are you able, ladies and gentlemen, to tell me in this case here, like in our consumption, between the two numbers, which one is maximum? 750. So here I'm able to see maximum. Here I'm able to see maximum is 750. Maximum consumption is 750. The same case here with the maximum reorder period. Yeah, it is 6 weeks, isn't it? So maximum reorder period, is how many weeks? 6 weeks. 6 weeks. So in this case here, maximum consumption is 750, right? 750 times maximum reorder period, which is what here? 6. So 750 times 6 gives me now how many units here? 750. So Jane is giving me 4,500. Thank you so much. So what do you understand with this 4,500? What is this 4,500 to you? It is that exact quantity. Once we reach there, we must place an order. Yeah, you see, we'll be having like 10,000 units in our stores. We continue consuming them. So from 10,000, we got 9,000, 8,000, like that. Once we see we have reached 4,500, we say, hey, we shall run out of what your stock? So now we place an order at this exact reorder point, reorder level, reorder point. Yeah. So then in this case here, that is very, very important. That's number one, the first step. So the second step now, yeah, another good question that they're asking there, I'm surprised they know this, that this reorder level, or rather reorder period is also known as what here, somebody? Lead time. is also known as lead time. Lead time, the time between placement of an order and receipt of units. So reorder period is also known as the lead time. Thank you for asking that great question. Thank you for asking that great question. So is that okay, ladies and gentlemen? Now we can now go to step number 2, or we can now answer the questions. We can now answer the questions. We can now answer the questions. Remember, reorder level was not among them, but there's no way you can get the others without, ladies and gentlemen, getting, this reorder level. So we go to minimum stock, minimum stock level, minimum stock level, minimum stock level. So minimum stock level, ladies and gentlemen, for you to be able to remember this, we normally use some bad acronyms at times, but Mamze, you must take my acronym seriously. That in this case here, you see this minimum. So if you roll your miniskirt, you become average. You become average. That's how you remember this. Just write it somewhere. Unaweza vuta pia lakini write it somewhere. You become average. So meaning that anytime they want us to give them minimum stock level, we must always start with the roll. And then you say, of course, because you're getting minimum, you're getting average, we know we shall be able to put negative there. And then now in brackets, then we have average. Average times average. So if you roll your miniskirt, you become average. So this first average will be average consumption. This one here will be average what here? Somebody reorder period. Reorder period, like that. So I'm so sure with that kind of concept, you can never forget. Because in most cases, the students will get these formulas in an exam. Oh, I should be writing a little bit higher. So this camera of mine, they need to twist it a little bit. They need to twist this camera a little bit to avoid. So anytime they want us to give them minimum stock level, we always start with a reorder level minus average. You'll never forget that. Minus average consumption times average reorder what year? Period. Average reorder period. So remember, you had given me the consumption. If you don't, you must be remembering this. You had told me that consumption was 400. The lowest was 400. 250 to what year, somebody? So then are you able to give me the average consumption? Are you able to give me the average consumption? You add that, divide by 2, isn't it? 500, eh? So they are telling me that, Mwalimu, you know what? Average consumption. Average consumption, Mwalimu, it will be 250 plus 750 divided by what? 2. Which gives us what figure? That gives us 500. Yeah, that is average consumption. How about average reorder period? Are you able to give me the average reorder period? Average. 4 plus 6, isn't it? Divided by 2, average. So average reorder period equals, so it will be 4 plus divided by, which gives me what figure? 5. Now with that insight, we shall be able to give them the minimum stock level by taking the reorder level. Do you remember our reorder level? 4,500. Yeah. Minus average consumption, 500. So 500 multiplied by average reorder period, which is what here? 5. So then at the end of the day, I will be able to get what we're calling the minimum stock level that I can see some great lady called Jenny here has already given me as 2,000. 2,000. 2,000. Is that okay? Yeah. What is your understanding of this minimum stock level? Uh-huh. What is your understanding of this minimum stock level? Thank you so much. So see, we shall be having at the very top here maximum. In between here, we have what we are calling the reorder what here level. And then we have in this case here minimum stock level. Yeah. So minimum stock level, when we are doing stock management, it will be that level below which we can never accept our stocks to move. This is our very last stock level. We can never allow. So if this stock level, for example, is 300, so it means that in our lifespan, so not unless there is an emergency, our very minimum will be what here, somebody? 300. We will never, 300. We will never accept to go below our minimum stock levels. So ukishaagiza hapa, supplier may take his sweet time to bring. So ikianza kuona karibia, what do you do? Unamharakisha, leta. Asipoleta, then you can even consider canceling the contract. Because if we go below our stock levels, chances are we shall shut down our machines. It's very, very costly for a company to shut down its machines. Employees will be idle, and those employees, they have to be paid what, yes, sir? Salaries, yeah. They'll be idle, and they have to be paid salaries. So is that okay? Then we do the last one, which is what here? Maximum stock level. 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 So we have here maximum stock level. So maximum stock level, we have a way of you mastering this pretty fast. You see, maximum stock level, before you hit your maximum, even as a human being, you must roll to your minimum, always. You must roll to your minimum. So here we have a minimum. You must roll to your minimum. You must roll, and then now you rise. We say you rock. You rock like that. So you roll to your minimum, you are reducing, and then now later on you'll be able to rise. You'll be able to rise. So it will be roll minus minimum what here, somebody? Consumption. Minimum consumption times minimum what here, somebody? Yeah, allow me to use even the word lead time for you to be able to know that they can be used interchangeably, For you to know that they can be used interchangeably. Yeah. The rocking up, what do you think does it stand for? Reorder quantity. This is reorder quantity. This is reorder quantity. Reorder quantity. So whenever they ask about maximum stock level, just imagine your own journey. I want to believe that you must have rolled to your minimum. That level that you can never go below now, isn't it? Then now God pushes you up. God pushes you up. Maximum stock level. So then, ladies and gentlemen, what is our reorder level? Already we have this figure somewhere. We am alone, but I will overcome. 4,500, right? Are you able to see the minimum consumption in this question? 250 or 200? 250 is the minimum. And are you able to see the minimum lead time? It is 4, isn't it? I hope the online ninjas are able to follow. I can see now we are 50 online, which is quite a small number. The online students like brilliant. Have you been able to tell the other colleagues of yours? You see the MA has over 300 students. Why are they not attending these sessions? Must they wait to be harassed by management accounting for them to start attending the sessions next semester? No, you don't have to wait. You come, we give you these secrets once and for all. You get to pass, you go to a serious level. serious level. So 250 plus minimum lead time, which you guys have not plus but multiplied. You told me it's 4, isn't it? Plus, as the examiner given us this reorder quantity. Amesema ni ngapi reorder quantity? It's only one brother who is giving me these figures. Reorder quantity is 3,000, isn't it? 3,000, like that. 3,000, like that. Then go ahead and give me this great answer. 1,600? 6,000 what here? 6,500. I'm waiting for an online ninja to confirm. Jane has confirmed 6,500. 6,500. Now, I've given you so many formulas, but just in case they ask average stock level, what will you do? You take the minimum stock level plus maximum stock level, and then you divide by 2. The examiner never asked us, but let's do it. Let's do it. So we have here average stock level. So the average stock level will be the minimum stock level. We've done that. Minimum stock level was how many units? Oh yeah. 2,000 plus 6,500. Whatever we get, we divide by who? Whatever we get, we divide by 2. Then we shall be able to get average stock level. Is that okay? Please ensure later on you are able to practice those formulas. Is that okay? I'm being given a figure of 4250 units. 4250 units. So I suppose now that is okay. But if I am the examiner, I like in this case here playing a lot with the minds of my students. And that's why I don't set nowadays. Because if I set, I'm so sure I'll be able to twist you in a very bad way. In a way that if you go to your exam with makeup, I'm so sure in those 3 hours, not even a single piece of that makeup will be left on your face. It will be an international disaster. So I like twisting a little bit. So if you look at our notes, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to page number, page number what now? Our normal notes, page number 14. If you go to page number 14, Jane is just laughing at me. So if you go to page number 14, that's page 12. Are you able to see the question of smart options? Smart options. That is what I would easily bring for you. Because I'm so sure students are used to that situation where they're given maximum consumption. Yeah, they can easily. So I'll just give you like a yearly data or stocks. So we are told here, Smart Options Limited has been selling a product branded who? X for the last 5 years. The demand for product X for the past 1 year is as follows. So you can see we have January 160, 180, 200. So it is upon you to look at those demand values. You see demand is the same as consumption. And then now you choose amongst those ones, which one is the very highest? Which one will represent maximum consumption? Already I've been able to indicate to you. Are you able to see maximum consumption amongst all this is 280? There are 2 of them, but you only choose one. Maximum consumption there is 280, and the very lowest is what there? The one done in December. 80,000, isn't it? Yeah. Then they have given us the minimum reorder period is how many months? 3 months. Average reorder period is 4 months. Maximum reorder period is 5 months. Purchase cost per unit is 60. Holding cost percentage is 20. The company has been ordering 5,000 units per year per order. Ordering cost is how many? 40 per order. So what do they want us to do? Number one, they want us to calculate the following. Yeah, number one is reorder level. Number two, minimum order somebody stock level. Then number three, maximum stock level. And then lastly, number four, they want us to give to give them what their average stock level. Average stock level. So I will start right away, even if the examiner doesn't start with it. You should always start with this role, reorder level, always. Because I've also seen some crazy examiners. You go to Roman 1, they ask you for maximum stock level. And then number two, they ask you for minimum. And then number three, they ask you for reorder level. They want to confuse you. You should always tell them that I was taught by among the very best lecturers. I know this thing that I shall always start with reorder level. So without looking at your notes, are you able to write down the formula of roll? Rolling the sweet. Maxi, yeah? Yeah. Maximum. Ah, maximum consumption times maximum consumption again. Yes, lead time. Times maximum. Despite her coming late, she has been able to catch up. Or were you following online when you were coming here? Very good. So then please go ahead and give me this answer. Go ahead and give me this answer. Maxi sweets. That's how you remember them. You can forget about everything that you have been able with you, but when you go to these exams, always remember me for that. The maxi sweets. Maxi sweets. I should have called them maxi RCM sweets if I was a very good marketer. Thank you, Flo. Great. So raw is maxi. So you say maxim times maximum. So maximum consumption times what here? Somebody maximum reorder period or lead time, one and the same. So the maximum consumption you guys were able to give me, isn't it? What is it? It is 280,000, isn't it? So from the question given there, are you able to see the maximum lead time? How many months? 5 months. 5 months. 1,000 times 5, which will end up giving us 1.4 million. 1.4 million. Some great amount of money, isn't it? 1.4 million. But now remember, these are units, isn't it? These are units. So is there somebody who expects for them? Not me. That is now your work. Yes, that is your work. With sitting, we are doing this from our notes. I hope everybody has these super summarized notes. I hope everybody has those super summarized notes for special revision classes. Oh, I need to send them to you. I need to send them to you. Everybody shall have them. Everybody shall have them. Everybody shall have them. Let me share them here. No, I'll just start share them here. I'll share them here. Yeah, great. Yeah, yeah. So then the online followers, have you been able to see the notes that I've sent there? Have you been able to see the notes that I've sent there? I always keep on sending them there, but unfortunately, some students are not able to pick them, and then they send them on WhatsApp group. Please pick them. Beatrice, you can do me a favor. You pick the notes and then you send them in the WhatsApp group. It will be really nice. Really nice. Really nice. Really, really nice. Really nice. Really nice. Really, really nice. Really nice. So then they have been able to get, in this case here, the role. The role. Yeah. Now we are doing, in this case here, which one? The minimum stock level, isn't it? Minimum stock level. Minimum stock level. Minimum stock level, I will always remember the concept of miniskirt. Yeah, if you remember the miniskirt, then you can never go wrong. Yeah, you roll the miniskirt, you become average, average. You become average, 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 average. So this is average consumption times average lead time. So and some of these jokes we use just in class here. When you get me outside there, when I'm with my people, so some mwalimu wa miniskirt we nitakulenga huko, unaniita chief ninja. Hata chief ninja ni hapa tu, isn't it? So roll. So are you able to remember the roll? Ah, ngapi? 1 point 1.4 million. Yeah. What did you do in this case here for your average consumption? You add and then you divide by. It's only that I don't have my phone here. You deserve a present. You add all of them and then you divide by 12 to get monthly demand, monthly consumption, which will be our average. Our average. Is that what you also thought about? Total, and then you divide by 12. Total, you divide by 12. So the online ninjas, is there somebody who thought of doing it that way? Yeah, so Mohammed is saying it's supposed to be normal consumption, not average. You see, normal consumption and the average are the same. They are the same. Normal consumption and the average consumption are the same. The same. The examiner can use them interchangeably. It's good you brought that concept here. So which page, please? Page number 14. Yeah, so average is the same as what here? Normal. Please write somewhere there because the examiner can use this interchangeably. Interchangeably. So Mohammed, you should be knowing all of them. It's good you brought that up. It's good you brought that up. So I want to know whether my online students have been able to get the average consumption. My online ninjas, have they been able to get the average consumption? So for the average consumption, why they are not talking to me? So unasema average consumption is how much? 200,000 times what here, somebody? Average lead time, which is 4, right? So that the final answer will be equal to 600,000, right? 600,000. Yes. Yeah, the 200,000, there are two ways of doing this, and you'll realize your examiner will be very lenient. If you look at the question provided, where is mine? Let me just get it first. Page 14. Table given, you see they have given us monthly demand. They have given us monthly demand. They have given us monthly demand, January 160, February 180. So you add all of them, get the total, and then you divide by 12. You divide by 12. On average, in this case here, what is our TR? On average, for us to be able to appreciate, ladies and gentlemen, this, remember, average is X bar. This average, which is X bar, should be summation of X over what here, somebody? N. So this summation of X for the whole year, mulipata how many units? 2.4 million. So tulipata 2.4 million divided by N, which is what here, somebody? Number of months are 12, isn't it? By doing that, then we'll be able to give us our average nicely, which in this case here gives us what here, somebody? Gives us 200,000, isn't it? Gives us 200,000. So then you'll be able to take your average consumption, which is 200,000, times the average lead time, which is what here, somebody? 4. So then at the end of the day, what figure shall we get? What figure shall we get? The final answer is 600,000. Thank you so much. Now, I would want you to listen and listen to me very, very carefully. Please listen and listen to me very, very carefully. If you look at the marking scheme given by CASNEP, you'll see them giving us these two methods. You'll get in this case here another method where the examiner will come and say that the average consumption equals what here, somebody? Minimum consumption plus who? Maximum consumption. You divide by what now here? You divide by 2. They'll end up giving us different answers, but either of them, the examiner will give you full marks. So any of them, so you choose, even do 2 of them. What is the problem? You have all the time in MA. MA is not like financial reporting. In financial reporting, you are time squeezed. This one, 180. So minimum consumption is how much? 80 plus maximum 80,000, sorry. Plus maximum consumption, which is what here? To 80,000. You divide by what here, somebody? By 2, which will end up giving us 180,000 here. You can see they're giving us different answers, isn't it? Yeah, but both of them are allowed. So I'll be sharing, when I'll be sharing in this case here, this marking scheme, when you see the 2, any will be able to do what here? Work. But the answers will be different, yes. The answers will be different. Okay, great. Any. Thank you so much. So then I hope once I give you this 180, you can easily use this. We can call this method what? You can call this method 2, isn't it? Method 2, yes. And then you can finish it up. So the reorder level, if I'm using method 2, the reorder level will be 1.4 million. We say minus average consumption. If I'm using this method, I know it is 180,000, isn't it? times, in this case here, the average lead time, which is what here, somebody? Which is 4. Then the final answer will be equal to what under this method too? 680,000. I'm being told 680,000. Thank you so much. Great. So then are you able to try yourselves? Are you able to try the maximum stock level? Let's see. Maximum stock level. Let's see. Maximum stock level. What do we have there? Maximum stock level. Maximum stock level. What do we have there? We shall not be moving with high speed, no. It's about understanding these things, understanding them in a way that even if you don't revise after class, you shall still be okay. Finished? Great. The online ninjas, is there anybody who has been able to finish? So remember, for maximum stock level, for marks, stock level, we said for you to reach your maximum in life, you must roll to your minimum. You must roll to your minimum. Life must attract you. You must roll to your minimum. So minimum times minimum. And then you do what at the end of the day? You rock. You rock. You spring up. You rock. You come and rock. You'll be able to come here and rock like that. You rock. So remember, that is reorder what here? Quantity. Reorder quantity. Reorder quantity. So this minimum and minimum, the first one is minimum what here, somebody? Minimum consumption. And the minimum what here, somebody? Lead time. And the minimum lead time. So we rock back. We go back to our highest performance. So are you able to see the reorder level? You guys gave me the reorder level. Okay, how do we get the roll? We'll be able to go back a little bit. So roll, we have 1 point what here, somebody? Are you able to see the minimum consumption from the 12 months? How many units? 80,000. Are you able to see in this case here the minimum lead time? 3, yeah? And are you able to see every time we are placing an order from our suppliers, how many units do we ask for? 5,000. That is the reorder quantity. So reorder quantity is 5,000. Reorder quantity is 5,000. And then I'll be able to go back and show this ninja. 1 million. So 1165,000. 1165,000. And then as I go back, ladies and gentlemen, to show this ninja how we got this, could you kindly, in this case here, give me the average stock level? So average stock level, this will be minimum stock level, plus what here, somebody? This figure is wrong, eh? This figure is wrong. I'm being told it's wrong. But somebody has confirmed again, 1165,000. So let's move slowly. So from our calculators, 1.4 million minus open brackets, 80,000 times 3 is 240. Yes. But now remember this bracket. All right, plus 5,000, yes. So take here 1.4 million minus, don't do it separately. 1.4 million minus open brackets, 80,000 times 3 close brackets, plus 5,000. Don't do them separately. Don't do them separately. 1165 is correct. It's correct. Have you confirmed, madam? Just confirm again. So minimum stock level now, depending on so it is minimum stock level plus maximum stock level. Are you able to get that 1165? Ama imekataa? Imekataa? It's okay. Okay. Oh, you done it fast. Okay. So minimum stock level, we had gotten 600,000, right? Or 680,000, whichever. Plus maximum stock level, 1165,000 divided by 2. So don't forget that this week we shall be doing a test. Yeah, it's a very, very serious test. And in any of my tests, if you get more than 50%, I give you 1,000. Any of my tests, I give you 1,000 both. And it's open book. Come with your books, come with a discussion partner. Right? It's open book. It's open book. So shall I agree when to do it, Yeah, remember the week is ending on Saturday. On Saturday. On Saturday. And if you do all those tests of mind, there is no way you can fail. You cannot fail. You can't fail. Yeah, whichever now you guys have the answer. You have the answer. Ladies and gentlemen, with your permission, I'll be able to go to the next part. Next part of this is what we call the economic order quantity. Economic order quantity. So EOQ is the quantity, It is the quantity to be procured, yeah, to be procured, that minimizes, inventory costs. It is the quantity of materials that shall be procured that minimizes inventory cost. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the most important thing is for you to know that there are two costs involved. So we have here quantity, we have here cost. So we have here what we call the holding cost. So holding cost will always keep on increasing as we procure. So the holding cost, in this case here, when you bring in inventory, the more you bring, the more the space you need. The more you bring, the more the space you need. The more the space, the bigger the rent, And then we have what we call ordering cost. Ordering cost is normally inversely related. Ordering cost behaves like that. All right. And then now if I come and plot the total cost profile, if I plot here the total cost profile, this is how the total cost profile will look like. This is how the total cost profile will look like. Total cost. Yeah. What am I able to say about this total cost? That it is minimum here. It is minimum here. Yeah, minimum. So we have here minimum cost. Minimum cost like that. Minimum cost. And that particular quantity which minimizes this total cost is what we call the economic order what here? Economic order quantity. Is what we call the 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 economic order quantity. Economic order quantity. Is what we call the economic order quantity. Ah, great. So then I would want us to write the formula for getting ordering cost. Ordering cost formula. How do we get ordering cost? We look at the number of orders. We say it is D over Q times cost per order. Just write it like that. Ordering cost equals D over Q times cost per who? Cost per order. And then now we have holding cost. Holding cost. Holding cost is always calculated using average inventory. Average inventory. Holding cost will be Q over 2 times HC. Holding cost will be Q over 2 times HC, like that. There is one observation I want all of us to make, that at EOQ, what is happening at EOQ with the two costs? They are the same. They're intersecting there. And that is a very, very important observation I would want us to use to derive our EOQ formula as I write for you what this DQ, CO, what they mean. So basically we are saying there that at EOQ, ordering cost equals what here, somebody? William alone will overcome. Equals holding cost. Ordering cost equals holding cost. Ordering cost equals holding cost. Ordering cost equals holding cost. Equals holding cost. And then you have just said that our ordering cost is what here, somebody? Yeah, it is D over Q multiplied by what here, somebody? Which will be equal to who on the other side? Q over 2, what here, somebody? HC. So I simply want you to make Q the subject of the formula. Hiyo peke yake tu, na utakuwa ushamalizana na mambo ya hiyo Q. Make Q the subject of the formula. Do your cross multiplications, abracadabra. Do your cross multiplication. So at economic order quantity, ordering cost equals holding cost. And then you can see ordering cost there, formula being equal to holding cost. Now we are making something the subject of the formula. So abracadabra, let's cross multiply. Let's cross multiply. So if you cross multiply, what are we able to see here? I'm able to see these two coming here. So it will be 2D core, yeah, equals Q times Q, isn't it? HC. Because you see this Q is going the other side. So it will be Q times Q, HC, like that. So what are you saying, Mwalimu, here? What Mwalimu is saying is that 2D core, yeah, will be equal to Q what here, somebody? Squared what here? HC. Yeah. So bring this term this side, the other way, the other one the other side. Very nice. So what you're saying here is that if you bring this side, it will be Q squared HC equals 2D core. So I want Q squared will be equal to 2D core over what here, somebody? HC. Implying at the end of the day that our Q will be equal to who? Why they are not talking to me? Yes, square root, yes. Square root of 2D core over what here, somebody? HCS. 2D core over HC. And then remember that this square root is a big one. It's covering everything. The square root is really a big one. It's covering everything. It's covering everything. So this D, what does this D stand for? Annual demand. Thank you. So this D stands for annual demand. Annual demand. D stands for annual demand. D stands for annual demand. How about this CO? Cost per order. CO is cost per order. How about HC? Holding cost per unit per annum. Holding cost per unit per annum. Holding cost per unit per annum. Nobody will ever tell you to derive this formula. No. What will be required to remember, ladies and gentlemen, is the formula for getting this Q. And this Q is basically what we shall be calling EOQ, yes. Economic order quantity. Economic order quantity. So you may forget about everything else, but now, ladies and gentlemen, we shall always remember. We shall always remember. We shall always remember. There's a lot of noise today, don't worry. We shall overcome. We shall always remember that our EOQ equals square root of 2D over what here somebody HCS. Very, very important. And now remember, they'll come and tell you D is, for example, 50,000. CO is 10. Price per unit. Price per unit. In this case here, they will tell you is 200. And then they'll tell you holding cost is 10%. Then you are required to give us the EOQ. Can I give you a minute to try that question? Yeah. Annual demand is 50,000. CO is 10. Price per unit is 200. Holding cost is 10%. And then they want you to give them EOQ. One thing that you have to be quite conscious about is this holding cost whenever it is given as a percentage. Whenever it is given as a percentage, I must know it is a percentage of what? The price. Price. Yeah, because price is the one that is being tied into the stock item. It is that price which is being held into one item because we said holding cost per unit, per annum. Sorry, yeah. So please remember that this holding cost, whenever you see it, even if the examiner doesn't tell you, whenever you see it, it shall be holding cost in shillings. So it shall be 10% of the price, which is 200, which gives us how much here? Somebody? 20 bob. Which gives us 20 bob. Which gives us 20 bob. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please let's go ahead and get this. So it shall be 2 times annual demand. What is the annual demand here? 50,000. 50,000 times cost per order. What is the cost per order here? Cost per order is 10, right? And then I divide this by the holding cost, which is 20. You have to be very, very careful. So you say 2 times 50,000 times 10. Whatever answer I get, I divide by 20. Then whatever answer I get, I take out the square root. The square root. So the online guys, they're telling me it is 200 what here, somebody? 224, isn't it? 224. 224 units. 224 units. 224 units. Thank you so much. 224 units. Thank you and thank you so much. Thank you and thank you so much. So anytime they talk about EOQ, square root of 2D core, all over HC. Yeah, all over HC. All over HC. That will be very, very important for us to always remember. But again, these examiners will never give you these things directly like that. What they will do, they'll give you this kind of a question of smart options. The one that you guys have just done. The smart option, the one that has got monthly demand. And then they will tell you to compute EOQ. So this question is the one that I want you to compute EOQ during our short break. How about decimal points? We shall always put decimal points. Ilikuwa 224 point what? Oh, I thought it was exact. 223.60. That's okay. 61, eh? 61. That's okay. That's okay. Thanks for asking that question. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now during our break time, and we are taking a 10 minutes break, I expect you to finish that question. The pointer there, the demand, you must add the demand for the whole year. Total. That is the only problem. I think all the other things are given. So for this math illustration, smart options, you are getting, ladies and gentlemen, the total what year demand. You have everything. I forgot to do how to get roll. Yes, I'm really, really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll come back to that after our short break. After our short break, yes. I should not be a snob. Finished? Finished. Let's see. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is our annual demand in this question? So, annual demand is 2.4 million. Great. Were you able to see the cost per order? What is the cost per order from the question? 40. Wanafunzi online hawaniongeleshi. Wanafunzi online hawajaona hiyo. 40. And were you able to get the holding costs? 20% of what? Of the price. Which gave us what figure? 12. Which gave us 12 years. So then at the end of the day, you must have got an EOQ, which is what year? Just in case. Just in case. Any question? 4,000. Thank you for also giving me this answer. Online Ninja, so I put 4,000 as well. Any question? Using the same questions, there are students who are asking for this reorder level. How do we get reorder level? To get reorder level, this is what I told you to always be remembering. That reorder level is maxi. Yeah, maxi sweets. Meaning that my reorder level will be maximum consumption times what, here somebody? Maximum lead time. Or maximum reorder period, isn't it? So from the question that we are having here, I can clearly see that out of these demands, consumption, consumption comes from demand. Maximum consumption is 280,000. And then in the additional information, we can evidently see the maximum lead time, which is what there. Yeah, 5 months, isn't it? 5 months. So I hope those ninjas who are asking about this concept, now it is at home. The maxi sweets. Maxi sweets. So can we go to past papers now and tackle EOQ questions? All right. So then let's open our past papers. We shall always rely on our past papers. So we have some great questions here, the most technical, difficult questions. Like we have December 2024 question 3B. December 2024 question number 3B. I just want to get just two only. Two questions only. And then we get to do them. And then we shall be good to go. We should be good to go. And then we have April 2025 question A. April 2025 question 4A. Last but not least, which shall be in my cart and it shall be in your exam, is August 2025. Actually, we'll start with this. I want us to start with this, August. This is the August 2025, question number 4. August 2025, question number 4B. Let's start with August 2025, question number 4B. Let me know once you guys are able to get the question itself, called Brace Limited. Brace Limited. Brace Limited. Press Limited, August 2025. Question number 4B. August 2025. Question number 4B. Have they gotten the question? Gotten it? Brace Limited. Brace Limited. The online guys, have they gotten the question? At least Jane has gotten it, eh? Thank you so much. So we are told here, ladies and gentlemen, we are told Brace Limited has been purchasing an item of inventory in lots of how many units here? 900 units. This equates to a 3-month supply. The cost per unit of this item of inventory is 1680. And the ordering cost per unit per consignment is 2240. The carrying cost per unit per annum is 25% of the purchase price. So advise the management of Brace Limited on the most economical order quantity to be purchased, clearly showing the total savings to be made as a result of the purchasing the most economic quantity. So the very first thing you need to do in this question is to calculate for us the EOQS. Unaandika kwa furaha hata kama understand EOQ, which will be equal to who here, somebody? 2D core over HC. So this examiner here, he was able to take these people down by not giving annual demand. He gave his demand in a funny way. He said that they are procuring how many units here? For 3 months, yes. So are you able to translate that to a whole year? Somebody translate that to a whole year. It will be 3,600, eh? Yes. Yeah, the class will be uploaded, yes. Because they have told you that they are consuming 900 units every what year? 3 months. So 900 units equals 3 months. How about how many months? How about 12 months? Because you see, D has to be annual demand. D must be annual demand. For example, ungefikiria hivyo, then you guys are bright. D must be annual. So then our D, if you cross multiply, it will be 900 times 12 over what here, somebody? Over 3. Which somebody has already told me it is what here, somebody? 3,600. Has this examiner given me the call? Has this examiner given me the call? 2240. 2240. Thank you so much. This examiner has given me the cost per order. The examiner has given me cost per order. How about holding cost per unit per annum? I'm not hearing you. There's a lot of noise around here. The online students, are they 420? Yeah? Because they have given it to us in the form of what here, somebody? Percentage, isn't it? They have given us this in form of percentage. So amesema carrying cost. You see, carrying cost is the same as holding cost. Carrying cost, same as holding cost. So it is 25% of the cost of each of the price. And the price there for each unit is what there? 1680. 1680. So this gives me 420. So now you can come and substitute here. So this will be the square root of 2D. D is 3,600. CO. Are you able to see the CO? Yeah. 2240. All over HC, which is 420. So first of all, you do whatever we have in brackets here. You do whatever we have in brackets there. So I don't know whether the online students are able to hear me very well. There's a lot of noise around here. I don't know whether my microphone is really doing me justice. I don't know. Are you able to hear Mwalimu? Jennifer is saying, Mwalimu, we can hear you. Great. Then I was worried for nothing. I was worried for nothing. So then please get your calculator. Say 2 times 3,600 times 2240 divided by 420. Whatever answer you get. So what is the final answer? 195. 190. 0.96, eh? Yeah. So those are units. So go ahead and give me the total cost for now EOQ, acquiring EOQ. Give me the total cost. Oh, yeah. Get this total cost. To get this total cost, this is what I shall do. To get this total cost, this is what I shall do. Of course. We are taking ordering cost plus what here, somebody? Holding cost. Here, we cannot bring purchase cost. Purchase cost is irrelevant because there is no discount. So we only have 2. But is there somebody who is able to remember the ordering cost formula? D over Q, CO. D over Q, CO plus Q over 2, what here, somebody? HC like that. Plus Q over 2, HC like that. Now you guys have everything. Please substitute and give me the final answer. Now you have everything. Please substitute and give me the final answer. You're getting total cost for getting the EOQ. Total cost for buying the EOQ. So if we buy the EOQ, how much will this cost us? So total cost for the EOQ. Total cost for the EOQ. So it will be annual demand. Are you able to remember that it was at 600? Divided by 195.96, eh? Yeah. How about the core? The cost per order, like commanding officer? 2240, eh? 2240. Thank you. Plus the Q. Q is my EOQ now here. 195.96. We divide this by what here? Multiplied by the HC that you guys got. 420. Give me an answer. Final answer is what I want. An ugly number, right? 82. 82. 302. Point something. 0.85. The online guys, I can't see your contributions in this. The online guys, I cannot see your contribution in this. The online guys, I can't see. 82, 302, at least Ken has been able. Jennifer, thank you so much. So remember, this is total cost if we are acquiring that quantity, isn't it? But now remember, they are talking about cost savings. Remember, we have another policy for another quantity at the moment. There is another policy where we are acquiring how many units at a time? 900. Remember, currently we are getting 900 every 3 months. 900 to serve us for 3 months, eh? So give us total cost whenever Q is 900. Substitute in this. Ndio tuweze kupata savings. Final answer, have you gotten that? 0.86. 0.86. 0.86 like that. Are you able to follow? All right. All right. And then you remember we have another, currently we are acquiring how many units at a time? 900. And then they want us to change to EOQ. So how are we suffering then? So then our total cost here will be, so this will be 3,600 divided by 900. 2240 remains. Plus Q, which is 900 over 2 times 420 remains. So how much are we able to get there? How much are we able to? 97? 197? 395? 197? 960? 960 point something? Or just that? Thank you so much. And therefore, by going the EOQ way, how much are we able to save? Because I told you by defining, we said EOQ is the most economical quantity to acquire. It is the cheapest. How much are we able to save? Yeah, therefore savings will be 197, 960 minus 82, 302.86 like that. This is what currently we are recurring, and should we switch to EOQ, we shall save a lot of money. EOQ is the best required. You as a management accountant, you should be able to advise all the companies you represent to procure the economic order quantity. Procure the economic order quantity. So according to Ken, we are getting 100, what here somebody? 115, 655. 657.1 or 0.14. 0.1. 0.1. Great. So what have we learned today? As you go back home, and you get, in this case here, somebody asking you, what were the learning outcomes for the day? The stock levels. We know how to get roll. We know how to get minimum stock level, maximum stock level, average stock level. And now we have been made to understand how to calculate EOQ. But now the question is, the other two questions, will you be able to do them without Mwalimu's hand, without me helping you? You think so? They're tough. So I'll give you 30 minutes. You finish doing them, we discuss. Sylvester, how to calculate EOQ. How to calculate EOQ. You have done it, but let me repeat. I know the online students have always issues with internet. They always have issues with internet. So how do we get our EOQ? Like that. That is a formula. Twice annual demand times cost per order over HC. They told us that currently they are acquiring 900 units, which are able to serve them for 3 months. Currently, they are buying 900 units, which serve them for 3 months. So you're saying there that 900 equals 3 months. Then how about 12 months? It'll be 900 times 12 divided by 3. That's how we got 3,600. So then you come and now substitute here. So this one here will be the square root of 2 times annual demand. Because remember, D has to be annual demand times cost per order. So you can see cost per order. Okay. Sorry. This is a bright guy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So for the online students, I would expect to see your answers. Yeah, on WhatsApp. The physical guys, before you go home, I mean, this is the passport of you going home. If you don't get it, no going home today, right? The way it used to be in primary school, isn't it? You get it like right now, the two of them, you go home. And then, of course, you guys have the secret, bigger secret here. You have a big advantage because you're together. You can sit together, form one circle, and then you discuss these things. Two of them. You discuss the two of them. Thank you so much. So, online ninjas, bye. Online ninjas, bye, everybody. The questions that we need to do. Yeah, somebody can type them here on my behalf. I want to believe somebody has them already. And don't ever ignore my questions. The students that I was with here, and maybe you never passed last semester, now you are with me here, you know how important it is to do Mwalimu's questions. Don't ignore them. I'm an old man. And what I'm able to see, seated down, you can't see even when you are on top of a tree. So somebody should be able to repeat. Thank you so much. Ken has done that. December 2024, question 3B, April 2025, question number 4A. That's what we are doing. December 2024, question number 3, boy, April 2025, question number 4A. When we meet in our next class, I will be able to discuss now stock valuations, the FIFO, LIFO. I love them. They're very good. Very, very good. I have very great shortcuts for them. Good shortcuts. Thank you.